Okay, I'm completing the variance analysis for Jena's jump ropes. And in class, we went through this setting up this formula for actual, flexible, and budgeted formulas. And then your variance, this would be price here, and efficiency here. Okay? So first we'll do material, and they tell us that the material purchased is the same as the material used, so that's terrific. So my actual quantity is 78,000, and my price per unit, my actual price was $375 per yard, minus my standard price. My standard price up at the top was $350 per yard. Okay, so what I've got here is a $500,000 unfavorable variance. And remember, you're just going to look at these two numbers. We expected to buy it for less. We bought it for $375. Therefore, it's unfavorable. Okay. Now, this one is another story because of the standard quantity for actual units produced. So my formula again is standard price. My standard price was $350. And for efficiency or usage variance, we're looking for differences in quantities, all right? So my actual quantity was 78,000, whatever they are. Are they yards? Yeah, yards because they're ropes, yeah. 78,000 minus, and remember it's going to be the standard quantity for actual units produced. So we produced, how many? 20,000? 20,000 jump ropes. All right, and the standard quantity for actual units produced is 4 yards of rope times 4. Okay, so I rewrite it. I know you won't, but I do. 78,000. I've got 78,000 for my actual. Subtract 80,000 would have been my standard quantity for actual units produced. So it looks like we've got a favorable variance here because we used less than what the plan was, and it's $7,000 favorable. Okay? Now direct labor. For direct labor, we can use the same formulas, just change the words a little bit, okay? Instead of actual quantity, I would have actual hours. Okay, so actual hours times the actual rate minus the standard rate. Okay? My actual hours are 32,500. My actual rate is $11.80 per hour. We planned on $12 per hour. Okay, so this is going to be favorable, whatever the difference is, and it's 6,500. Okay, now same thing on this side. I'm going to have a standard rate. Standard rate times actual hours minus standard hours for actual units produced. Okay, ... that goes on. My standard rate is $12 per hour. My actual hours are 32.5 minus 20,000 units at $1.50, right? An hour and a half per unit times 1.5. Okay? And my variance, I'm going to take this out. So 12 times 32.5 minus 20 times 1.5, that's 30,000. At least I'm in the same ballpark, the same universe of these numbers. But I can tell it's going to be an unfavorable variance. Okay? This is $30,000 unfavorable. Okay? Now I'm getting squished down here in the well. I'll do variable overhead, and then we'll do fixed separate. The variable overhead is the tricky part. I have 68,250. Where's our number here? Our total overhead is 68,250. Okay? And what do we have? Our direct labor hours, total direct labor hours, are 32,500 direct labor hours. So that would give us $2.10 actual. Okay, that was our actual variable overhead rate. Okay, so again, we'll use actual hours. Our actual hours again are 32.5. And that would be times our actual hours. Our actual rate is 210. We just calculated it here. Minus the standard rate, and the standard rate was up above, okay, up at the top it says $2 per direct labor hour, so it'd be $2. So we know it's going to be unfavorable. 32.5 times 10 cents would be 32.50. Okay. And then for efficiency variance, we've got $2, that's their standard rate. Okay, we're using this formula. And our actual hours are 32.5 times, or minus, we've got 20,000 units, and we planned on an hour and a half per. Okay? So 2 times 30, so this is 2 times 32.5 minus 30,000. Which is good. They're relatively, normal numbers. So this would again be an unfavorable variance, and it would be 5,000. Okay? Okay, now the last one, I need more paper. The last one is fixed overhead variance. And that is the tough one. Well, it's not really that tough, but when you think of fixed overhead, put it up here, fixed manufacturing overhead, this is going to be a little bit different. This is just going to be actual minus budget. That's the spending variance for fixed overhead. We're not in focus on it. I don't know what happened. Okay, there's our fixed overhead is actual minus budget. Okay, and our actual fixed overhead was 148,000. This is the easiest one. Minus 150,000. So you've got, we are less than, our actual is less than budget, so it's going to be a favorable variance, and it's a $2,000 difference. Okay? Now this side, the fixed overhead, this is fixed overhead volume variance. Okay? What that's going to be, think of this as budget minus applied. Okay? That's what it really is. So what did we do? Our budgeted fixed overhead was 150,000. And how much did we apply? We had 32,500 direct labor hours, right? That was our actual direct labor hours, and we applied it at $6 per hour. Okay? So that would give me 150 minus 195,000. Okay? So what this means is that it looks like hold on one second. Okay, I was just thinking, the way to really look at this, and I actually think that your book is like this, is that this, we've got three columns again. Actual, budget, okay, this is the difference between actual and budget here, and this is what's applied. Okay, so the difference between what we budgeted and what we applied. Now we budgeted 150,000. We applied 195,000. So our difference here is 45,000, and it would be a favorable variance. Okay, So good luck studying, and again, if you need me for anything, just let me know. Okay.